Welcome to the day 4 of the 4-week faculty training program on Google applications for effective teaching and learning. In this session, we will explore Google Forms. The outline is as follows: how to create a Google form and add questions to it, how to customize and preview it, what are the settings of a Google form, how to send the Google form, how to submit it, how to access the responses received in a Google form, how to stop accepting responses in a Google form, how to create form as a quiz, and lastly there is an optional section, advanced forms using sections. So let's start with how to create a Google form and add questions to it. To create a new Google form, click on New, More, and Google Forms. This will generate a blank untitled form for you. So let us create a feedback form. We can provide a small description about the form, like kindly fill the form for the subject computer science. So let this be a feedback form meant for students to be filled in for giving their reviews about the subject computer science that has been taught to them. We can name the file also over here, the same. Now let us start adding questions to this form. Let the first question be the name of the student. And over here you can see a drop down. Now these are the various options available. We have to select one of them based on the type of question asked as well as the type of answer expected. Now the name of the student will be short answer only, so we'll select over here short answer. Now you can see over here the required button. If you want this question to be mandatory, we will turn it on. If it is optional, keep it off. To add another question, we'll click on add question over here. So now name of the student, you can see that question has been added, and this asterisk sign implies that this is a mandatory question. It has to be answered. Next, let it be the roll number of the student. Again, let it be short answer and required. Let's add the third question. Say the date of birth of the student. For answers in the form of date, we have the date option over here, so we can select it. You must have noticed that when I type the question over here, automatically it selects the best match. Like I wrote date over here, so automatically date came over here. Similarly, when I wrote name over here, so automatically short answer came over here. So there is this feature in Forms that it kind of finds the best match with the text that you have written over here. And in any case, you can go ahead and change it if required. Let this be an optional question, so keep required off. Next question, say the course. This has to be a multiple choice question because only one of the options will be selected by the student. Here I can add the options. Say BA Honors, then BA Program, BSc Honors, BSc Program, and so on. We can add more also. Again, required. Next question, say the year of study. Again, multiple choice because only one of the options is to be selected. 1, 2, and 3. Let it be again required. Next question, say the society in which a student is involved. Now we have to make it as a checkbox because a student can be involved in multiple societies. And let us give the options: music, dance, debate, and say none. So a student can select multiple options because this is a checkbox type question. Let it be a required question. Next question be the actual feedback. Give feedback for the subject taught. That is computer science. Now it can be a long answer, so we'll select paragraph type and make it required. Sometimes we can ask feedback in the form of scale also, like we ask people to rate. So that kind of question can also be added in Google Forms. Let us see how we can do that. So let the question be rate the overall experience of studying the subject. If you want that a certain level of rating is to be provided, just select linear scale option from here. So you can see here 1 to 5. These are the scales. I can change it. So if I want on a scale of 1 to 10, so I'll say 1 to 10. You can give labels also to the scales, like what does 1 stands for and what does 10 stands for. So let 1 be dissatisfied and let 10 be satisfied and required. So this will show you a kind of a scale in which a student can select any one of the possible values. Like this. Dissatisfied to satisfied. So these are the labels and this is the scale. An alternative to multiple choice question is drop down, because in drop down also only one of the options can be selected. Let the question be whether laptop has been issued to the student or not. Again, automatic suggestions are there. So let me add it from here. Yes, no, and make it required. So you will see later on in the preview of the form that these options will be shown in drop down. Let us add one more question. Now in this question, suppose there is a requirement that based on an image a question is asked. So that is also possible in case of forms. Suppose the question is, which flower is this? So I have to append an image to this question. So for that, click on this image icon which is next to the question only. It will open a dialog box. So you can either upload it from your system by browsing it, or you can upload it via camera or photos or Google Drive, or there is an option Google image search. So this is a nice feature. If you click on it, there will be a search box. So let me type tulips. You see all the tulip images are there. I can select one of them and then click on insert. So the image has been inserted, and based on that I can give the multiple choice or drop down, whichever you want to. And so on. So this is how a form can be created.